Anybody else see the video of Sierra Rose, the creator, with the broken jaw after she went out with her coworker?
People are talking about this lady's story, and this is a story that I just posted recently, and it's just the lady that made a story time of how she went to for a drink with her colleague, and she had a broken jaw and also her teeth fell out. She doesn't know what happened. She woke up to go brush her teeth, and she saw that, looking at the mirror, she saw that she has broken her jaw, and her teeth, like she doesn't have teeth anymore. And she actually went to her apartment, and she saw blood stain everywhere and all of that. The thing is, people are talking about it, and I want to show you guys people's reaction. Then we'll come back and discuss. But then, if you've not watched the story time, you have to go watch it so you know what we're talking about. I'm going to link it down in the description box. So go and watch it. It's a very short story time, so you can come back and watch what other people are talking about.
I just watched a video from a young lady who went out drinking with one of her male coworkers alone. She woke up the following morning to a text message from her coworker saying that I got you into your apartment. You fell down the stairs and you peed yourself, so I got you changed. Sorry. So she wakes up the next morning and goes to brush her teeth in her bathroom. This is what she looks like. I'm inserting a picture. She wakes up to a broken jaw, missing teeth from going out drinking with, basically, I'm calling him a stranger because just because he's your coworker, she had never been out with him alone before. Ladies, gosh, let this be a cautionary tale to be careful. And it's not this young lady's fault. I'm not blaming her at all. But we need to use wisdom, and we need to use discernment, and we have to be smart. Do not go out drinking with strangers. Do not go drinking with your freaking male coworker ever, because you have to protect yourself. He's not going to protect you. Clearly, he's not going to protect you. He didn't even take her to the hospital. This girl had missing teeth. She said when she went into her apartment, it was a disaster. There was blood all over the place. What the hell actually happened? What did this man do to her? He had to have beat her ass. He had to have beat her ass. And it reminds me of many, many years ago when I was in my 20s. I was out drinking at one of my best friend's houses, got like so drunk. I don't remember getting home. I remember waking up. Granted, I was with my then boyfriend, the person I was dating at the time. He was like, "Oh yeah, you were like gone." I don't remember anything about that night. I don't remember getting into my apartment, getting into my room. I remember nothing. I don't drink alcohol anymore. I gave up alcohol over a year ago, or 2 years ago now. I would encourage young ladies, like, alcohol is poison, like point blank period. If you're going to drink, have one drink, have a drink, especially if you're drinking with a man you do not know. Like, or you don't even have to have a drink. There's so many cool mocktails now. Have a mocktail. Get to know a person. You know what I mean? Like, we have to stop centering alcohol in social interactions, because this young lady is so fortunate to be alive right now. So ladies, I implore you, please, please, for the love of God, be careful and protect yourselves.
Anybody else see the video of Sierra Rose, the creator, with the broken jaw after she went out with her coworker? I stand by it, and I stand by it. Your coworker aren't your friends. Your coworkers are not your friend. So this girl said that she went out with her coworker, who was a male. She went out by herself with her coworker, and she doesn't remember anything after the first drink. She doesn't remember anything. She told part one of the story, and part two, she mentions that he texted her while she was asleep, because she went to bed. She don't even remember going to bed. And he was like, "Hey, just to let you know, you blacked out. You peed on yourself. I put you in a robe. I tried to give you a shower, but I put you in a robe, put you in the bed. Let me know when you wake up," which is already fucking weird enough. So she gets that text and she was like, LOL, not realizing what the fuck has happened. She goes into her bathroom to brush her fucking teeth and realizes she's missing teeth. She comes back out the bathroom. She goes back into her bedroom downstairs, and she realizes There's literally blood everywhere. She said it looked like a murder scene because there was blood all over her white carpet. There was blood on her bed. Like, there was no mistaking that she was hurt, and he should have taken her to the hospital. But no, he took her into her home, laid her down, and attempted to change her clothes and put a robe on her. So she texted her homegirl and was like, hey, I'm missing some teeth. And the girl was like, nah, send me a picture. She sends her the picture. The girl freaks out. So then she texts the coworker back, the guy, and she's like, what the fuck happened last night? Because I don't remember. He doesn't respond. Then she also states that they got to her house at 2:45 a.m. Now, mind you, she doesn't remember giving her his address. She doesn't remember giving him her keys or anything, but at some point she must have, because how did he know, where she lived, and how did he know how to get in her house? But she said at 2:45 they get to her house. 2:53 a.m. he goes to his car to grab something. On the rain camera, she sees him grab something. She doesn't know what it is. This boy stayed in her house from 2:53 a.m. to 4 in the morning. So she's like, what transpired within that hour and like 10 minutes? She hasn't gotten an answer. He won't tell anybody. Part 3 hasn't come out yet. And I don't want to speculate. But did he put something in her drink?
He did.
I hope nothing else transpired from there. But we won't know until she come out with part 3, y'all.
You should believe that every single man is a terrible fucking person. Literally, every single one of them. You should believe that every single one of them are evil.
Also my first time ever going out alone with that man. I don't remember anything else from that night. I wake up in the morning on May 18th to a text from my coworker saying that I had taken a fall down the stairs and I peed myself, and he did his best to clean me up. He got me in bed and to call him in the morning. I was not in any pain when I woke up. There was nothing that immediately flagged me that, like, oh my god, I'm in pain, I'm in danger, something happened. I literally read the text, I responded, LMAO, I'm so sorry. Because I was so embarrassed that I, 1, got too drunk, 2, fell, 3, peed myself. After I sent that text, I went back to sleep. I finally get up around 8 a.m. on May 18th, Sunday morning, and I make my way to the bathrooms and brush my teeth like I do every single morning. When I looked in the mirror, this is what I saw looking back at me.
The harsh reality is that as a woman, you have to believe that it's all men. It's your coworker, it's your son, it's your father, it's your uncle. There's a woman that posted a video on here talking about how she went out with her male coworker, and she woke up the next day after going out for a drink with her male coworker to missing teeth, a cracked fucking jaw, and blood all over the place. It literally took for me to work in a field of being the only woman working with all men to understand that this is what they do. One of the main tactics that they're going to use if they want to assault somebody and harm a woman, they will use it under the guise of going out after work and having alcohol be involved. As a woman, you have to believe that it's all men. You have to believe that it's all men because this man clearly put something in her drink.
Yeah.
This man clearly put her in a predicament where she had been unconscious to the point that she could not give any consent, because he literally said that she peed her pants. She woke up, none of her clothes from the night before were on. She only had a robe on, and it was blood all over the place. She literally said that she had a gash right here. You clearly see through the bone. This man harmed this woman, and I would go as far as to say this man attempted to unalive this woman with how severe her injuries were. You cannot, under any circumstance, put yourself in a predicament where you are vulnerable in the space of a man. You cannot drink with them. You cannot take anything that they offer you. You cannot slow down your pace when they are trying to talk to you. You cannot allow yourself to stop yourself from doing what it is that you're doing to allow them to talk to you. You have to constantly be on guard with these men. Exactly. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame that as women, we have to go out of our natural being of being loving, of being nurturing, of being comfortable for our own sense of safety, because men refuse to provide that for us. They refuse to provide a sense of safety. And the fact that this young lady even said in the video that it wasn't even there, she wasn't even thinking that he was the villain in this. She literally believed the story that he told her, which was that she ended up blacking out, falling down the steps, and then peeing her pants. She did not for 1 second question that the injuries that she had could have been on account of this male coworker. And this is why you believing that men are terrible people is going to save you every time.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, women aren't believing that men are terrible people and unaliving them and putting them in predicaments where they're waking up completely unaware of what happened the night before and they're waking up to missing teeth and a broken jaw. Women are not acting out to that point where we're believing that they're such bad people that we are going to inflict some type of harm on them. As a woman, you believing men are terrible people is to prevent them from inflicting harm onto you.
True. Thing is, if you trust men too much or even trust people too much, it can lead to danger. And nobody's blaming her, because I personally am not blaming her. I actually feel sorry because this thing can happen to anybody, okay? Because if either is somebody is even your colleague and be your number one enemy, and even if that somebody is even your friend or trying to be your friend, can be your number one enemy because you don't know anybody's mind, right? So if he is his colleague, and if that colleague, definitely probably he has been envying her or something is up. And I'm very sure that he put something in that drink because from somebody that does not get high easily, just like you know yourself, you know your limits when it comes to alcohol. You only took like one shot, and the next thing you're drunk or you cannot remember anything that happened. Something was put in your drink that you've never taken before. That is why you don't know what happened. You cannot explain what happened, right? And waking up with that kind of disaster and seeing blood everywhere, notice you fell down the stairs. How would you fall down the stairs and you peed, you changed your clothes and all of that? Like there are so many red flags and all of that. And the thing is, if you trust people too much and you feel like, oh, this person is just my family, this person is just a friend, or I've known this friend for the past 10 years, you can't do me no harm, there's problem. Just as the last creator said, you have to be on guard. Like you have to believe everybody is the danger to you, and with that, you're calculative. You're like, if you want to drink, just like the first creator said, sometimes going out to have fun and you don't trust people, you're not going to drink or drop your drink or anything or allow anybody to pour your drink. And the thing is that even bartenders are actually colliding with these people nowadays. People that want to put something in your drink, they'll go tip the bartender to put something in your drink. That's why sometimes if you want to drink, you can buy the bottle and kind of open it in front of let everybody open it in front of everybody and pour the drink on everybody's glass cup, and do not leave your glass cup. If you're going to the restroom, take it along. If you're going to the restroom and you didn't take it along, don't drink it anymore. Anything that makes you leave your drink on the table, don't drink it anymore, right? Get another glass cup, a fresh one, and probably drink again, or just don't drink anymore. Just drink water or have fun or just leave, right? Because you don't know who is who. Even girls, some pick me girls actually plan with this men to do terrible things to women, right? You know, pick me women are also very dangerous, right? They plan with these men to do terrible things to women. Imagine you just going to have fun and just normal hangouts, and waking up the next day is a disaster. And you cannot, the annoying part is you don't know what happened. So it's the only thing that they tell you, that's what you believe happened. I feel like that's the worst part of it. Sometimes if you trust somebody so much, they always fuck up. They always actually fuck you up later on. And that's one thing about, I just feel like men are very dangerous, right? So if it's the very first time you're hanging out with a man, you have to be very careful. You have to, like, I don't know, no matter how careful you even want to be, any man that wants to do your harm will still do your harm. But then you know that you're like, you guys, what's your take on this? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section, because I really cannot wait for her to post the next. But I really want to know what happened and all of that, because this This shit is crazy, you guys. What's your take on this video? Let me know your thought down in the comment section. Respectfully, as always, your girl Mara Davis. And thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next one, guys. Bye.